Very good morning to one and all. This is Dr. B. Santana Krishnan. Again, we are going to discuss about the another part of the third unit of basic electrical electronics engineering. I am Dr. B. Santana Krishnan, Associate Professor, Department of EEE, Government College of Engineering Board in Acknor. And the slides are prepared by Dr. B. Paramasivam, Associate Professor, and Dr. S. Ramesh Kumar, Associate Professor. Today we are going to discuss about the topic called transformer. So transformers are the heart of the alternating current system by William Stanley. So now we are going to discuss about what are the basics of transformer and what are the different types of transformer in electrical engineering. So first, what is the need of transformer? So in most cases, appliances are manufactured to work under some specific voltages. So transformers are used to adjust this voltage to proper level. So what is the major function of the transformer is the fixed voltage is going to be converted as variable volt. That is the major function of the transformer. The transformers are a basic component of the transmission of electricity. It is also to help to transfer the electrical generator energy from one part to another part. That is the major function, another major function of the transformer. The transformer is used to increase the voltage at power generating station by stepping up action and used to decrease the step down for the household purposes. So it can able to boost the voltage, or you can able to, that is you can use to improve the voltage level or improve the voltage level by step up option and by step down operation. By increasing voltage, the losses of the electricity in the transmission purpose is minimized. So by improving the voltage, automatically the transmission loss going to be reduces. That is the major why we go for the transformer. So now we are going to talk about the transformer. Transformer is a static device generally called as the static electrical machine. It transfers electrical energy from one part of the electrical or electronic circuit to other part of the circuit without changing the frequency. That is very important. Without changing the frequency, you can able to transfer the electrical energy from one part of the electrical circuit to another part of the electrical circuit. It works on the Michael Faraday's law of electromagnetic mutual induction. Then principles of operation. It works on the principles of electromagnetic induction. So electromagnetic induction or electromagnetic mutual induction, when the current is provided to the primary winding, it behaves as the electromagnetic. Due to this, the EMF is induced in the secondary winding as it comes in the area having magnetic field line due to primary winding. You can see here from the diagram you can easily understand coil 1 and coil 2. You can see the transformer action. Vs equal to Ns into d phi by dt. Vs is the secondary winding voltage. Ns is the secondary number of turns present in the secondary winding. Number of turns present in the secondary winding, and phi is nothing but the flux linkage or magnetic linkage. Then if we go for construction wise, it is consisting of a laminated core, winding, tank, isolation, and a breather. So the laminated core is designed not to have a current in it, but still there is a leakage current or the eddy current present in it. To minimize this current, the cores are laminated. So we are going to laminate. Core is laminated. The winding made up of copper or aluminum coated with a very thin layer of insulation. Then tank, the main function of the conservator tank of the transformer is to provide adequate space for expansion of oil inside the transformer. It is usually cylindrical or cubical. So isolation, it is provided by using synthetic oil between core and the tank. Breather, when the temperature changes occurs in the transformer insulating oil, the oil expands or contract, and there is a exchange of air also occur when the transformer is fully loaded. When the transformer get cooled, the oil level goes down and the air get absorbed within. Then types of transformer. There are different types of transformer. One is based on the construction, based on the winding, based on the coolant material used. Based on the construction, it is a core type transformer, shell type transformer, spiral core transformer. Based on the winding, it's a step up transformer. That is, step up transformer means number of winding in the primary coil is number of winding in the secondary coil is higher than the primary coil. Then step down transformer is nothing but number of winding in secondary coil is lesser than the when compared with the primary coil. Then isolation transformer. So based on the coolant, it's oil filled self cooling, oil filled water cooling, and air blast So basic construction of the transformer. It's a core type transformer. Core has two limbs. The windings are wounded on two limbs of the material. You can from the diagram you can see here the corresponding core type, shell type, and spiral core transformer. Shell type transformer, the core has three limbs and three limbs and two window. Both windings are wounded on the central limb, one over the other. You can see here. First one is the core type and second one is the shell type. But both diagrams are you can see from the core type and shell type. Then so a spiral transformer. The core constructed is similar to wheels of spokes. The windings are wounded the spokes like structure. From the third diagram you can see the spiral core transformer. Then the basics of winding. Step up transformer, the number of winding of primary side is less than the number of winding the secondary side. NP is less than NS. You can see the number of, from the diagram you can see the minimum winding in the primary and the maximum winding in the secondary. Similarly, step down transformer, the number of winding on the primary side are more, on the number of winding secondary side is very less. NP is greater than NS. You can see the more winding on primary and less winding on the secondary. Then isolation transformer, the number of winding on primary side are equal to number of winding in the secondary. You can see the diagram NP equal to NS. NP equal to NS. From the diagram you can easily understand what is called step up transformer, what is called step down transformer, what is called isolation transformer. So basics of coolant. Oil filled self cooling. Oil filled self cool type uses small and medium sized distribution transformer. This assembled windings and core of such transformer are mounted in a welded oil tight steel tank provided with a steel cover. The oil helps in the transferring the hot heat from the core and the winding to this case from where it is radiated out to the surrounding. So oil filled water cooled. This type is used for much more economic and construction of large transformer. The cooling coil is mounted near the surface of the oil, though in which the cold water keeps circulating. This water carries the heat from the device. Air blast. The air blast, this type is used for transformer that use voltage below 25,000 volt. The transformer is used at houses. These types of transformer used as the houses. What are the different application of transformer? Transmitting electrical energy over long distance through the wire. Transformer with several secondary are used in the television and radio receiver where several different voltages are required. Used for voltage regulator and used almost everywhere in a day-to-day life. You can see everywhere you can use the transformer. Now we can go for another type of transformer. It's called auto transformer. We already discussed about step down transformer, step up transformer. Now it is the isolation transformer. Now another type is called auto transformer. The auto transformer has only one winding. The winding is common to both primary and secondary. Generally transformer has two winding. One is the primary winding and secondary winding. But the auto transformer is consisting of one winding. The winding is common to both primary winding and secondary winding. The working principle same as the normal transformer. Difference is that it has one winding divided into primary and secondary. The advantages are less costly, better regulation, low losses as compared to ordinary two winding transformer of the same rating. Disadvantages, an auto transformer does not provide electrical isolation between its windings. So it will not provide any electrical isolation between the winding because both windings are common to both. The secondary winding is not insulated from the primary winding. There is no insulation between the secondary winding and the primary winding. and used only in the limited place where the slight variation of the output voltage from the input voltage is regulated. The usage is very limited. Voltage is very limited. So application of auto transformer. Application of auto transformer is it is used as a starter to give up 50 to 60% of full voltage of the stator squirrel cage induction motor during the starting. It is used to give small boost to disturbance cable to correct the voltage drop, changing fan speed over a narrow range. You can see here the diagram of the auto transformer. So this is about the transformer. So the transformer is a very important device of any electrical circuit. We can able to change one voltage level to another voltage level. That is a major application of transformer. Not only for changing it can able to use to transmit the electrical energy from one place to another place. Thank you.